You don't have a bad memory. Your brain is lying to you on purpose. And once you understand why, you'll never trust your own mind the same way again. Think about yesterday. What did you eat for lunch? What color was the car in front of you on your way home? What was the third thing you thought about after waking up? You probably can't answer any of those, and you might think, I have a bad memory. But that's not the problem. The problem is that your brain is designed to forget almost everything. And it's doing it right now as you listen to this sentence. Neuroscientists call this adaptive forgetting. It's not a flaw. It's a feature. Unless your brain is constantly sorting what to keep, what to throw away. And it throws away almost everything, about 90% of your daily experience. But here's where it gets strange. Your brain doesn't just lose memories, it actively suppresses them, like a librarian who burns books to make room for new ones. So which of these sounds like you? You walk into a room and forget why you went into the room. You meet someone and instantly forget their name. You finish a movie and 10 minutes later, you can't describe the plot. That's not early dementia. That's your brain's delete button, working exactly as designed. But, and this is the part most people miss, your brain doesn't decide what to forget randomly. It follows a hidden rulebook. The rule is simple. If a memory has no emotional tag, no future use, and no surprise, it gets erased. Think about your commute. You've driven the same route 100 times. Can you remember last Tuesday's drive? No, because nothing surprising happened. No emotion, no threat, no reward. Your brain said, this is useless, delete it. And here's the counterintuitive part. You don't want to remember most of your day. If you remembered every second, you'd be overwhelmed. You'd feel like you're living 1,000 lives at once. That's a real condition, hyperthymesia, and people who have it are miserable. But here's what most people miss entirely. Your brain doesn't just erase the boring parts, it also erases things you actually wanted to remember, because you didn't give them a tag. You wanted to remember that idea you had in the shower, but your brain treated it like background noise. You wanted to remember why you walked into the kitchen, but your brain already filed it under routine motion, ignore. So the question isn't, why is my memory bad? The question is, how do I tag what matters? And that leads to what I call the 3-second anchor. It's a clinically observed RJOT technique that takes exactly 3 seconds, and it can triple your recall of anything you choose to keep. Here's how it works. The next time you do something you want to remember, a good idea, a name, a reason you walked into a room, pause for 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, do 2 things. 1. Say the thing out loud or in your head. Car keys, car keys, car keys. 2. Add one weird detail. Car keys next to the red mug. That's it. 3 seconds. The pause alone signals your brain. This is not routine. Save it. The repetition adds weight. The weird detail creates an emotional tag. Surprise, color, oddity. Here's what this means for you. You've probably spent years thinking you had a bad memory. You've felt frustrated, embarrassed, maybe even worried about aging. But now you see the truth. Your brain isn't broken. It's just following an ancient rulebook designed for survival on the savannah, not for remembering where you put your phone. And now you know the override, the 3-second anchor. You can start using it today on the next thought you want to keep. If this shifted something for you, if you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why, put a single emoji in the comments and watch this next. It's the second part of this series, and it shows you exactly how to use the 3-second anchor to stop overthinking at 2 a.m. I'll link it right here.